things are picking up around Liberty Athletics, and we have a lot to get to today, so glad you decided to join us. This, of course, is Flame Central. She's Emily Austin. I'm Matt Warner.
Basketball, softball, baseball. We even talk NASCAR with William Byron. It's all on the show today, but we begin with the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's right. When the New England Patriots made the Super Bowl, it meant that former Flames receiver Demario Douglas would be just the second Flame to ever play in the big game. And on Sunday night, he made his mark. Despite the Patriots losing 29-13, Douglas would have 5 receptions for 45 yards, the 5 catches tied for the most on the team. Now, in terms of Liberty history, he is now the all-time leader in Super Bowl catches and yards, surpassing Dwayne Carswell's 1 reception for 4 yards back in Super Bowl 32. A disappointing ending, certainly, for Douglas and the Patriots, but a great showing on the biggest of stages for the former Liberty star.
You know, technically, I can copy and paste Matt's script from last week about men's basketball riding a historic winning streak because they've extended it. The Flames have now won 14 straight games, which is tied for the longest in program history. But it would take a long trip out west to keep it going. Will more history be made in New Mexico? This would be a back-and-forth battle throughout. Let's pick it up in the second half. Flames trailed at halftime, but opened the second on a 12-0 run. Katie Matheny just deadly from downtown. 10 minutes later, guess who? Matheny does it again. That ties it up at 62 with less than 6 minutes to play. But the Aggies were not going away easy. Chris Terrell with a beautiful lob to Julius Mims for the slam. New Mexico State now up 2. Liberty looking to respond. Zach Cleveland kicking it out to J.J. Harper, hitting a clutch 3. Guess what? We are tied again. The Flames get a big stop. Then Matheny with the blow-by. He finished with 18, and the Flames have the lead with 90 seconds to play. Believe it or not, we're tied with 1.4 seconds remaining. The inbound pass to Zach Cleveland, and he banks it at the buzzer. What a shot, what a game, what a finish. The Flames set a new program record with 15 straight wins and remain unbeaten in conference play. Here's a look at the CUSA standings. Liberty obviously has a commanding lead, sitting at 13-0. Sam Houston and Jack State tied for that second place spot, followed by Missouri State, and then the meat of the pack, all with 6 victories. So, how impressive is it that the Flames are still perfect in conference play? Well, Liberty is just one of 3 teams in the nation that remain unbeaten in their conference competition. Miami of Ohio and St. Louis also share that achievement with Liberty.
Well, this season, one of the unsung heroes for this Liberty team has been senior forward Josh Smith. Once an opponent of the Flames during the program's A-Sundays, he's now a vital 6th man. He told us about his decision to transfer to Liberty and what this program has meant to him in this edition of Why Liberty.
I did my first 4 years at Stetson. I ended up getting injured the end of my junior year, came back in my senior year, and then re-injured it in a game. Going into the portal, I was looking for a place where I could honestly get great rehab, and then also go to a place where there's an established culture and a chance to compete at a high level. And I saw those things in Liberty, and I knew quite a bit about Liberty, having played there and played against them. I knew it's obviously a faith-based program, and I mean, as I continued to pray on it, and God opened some doors, and that's how I kind of ended up here.
Smith fighting for it, gets it back. How about the effort from Josh Smith?
It's been great, honestly. It's pretty high class, I would say. At the mid-major level, it's got high major facilities. So that's really helped a lot with the rehab process. But also just the people that are so locked in and worried about you. They didn't rush me. Like, they cared about what was best for my long-term career goals. And that means a lot, and it really builds trust. Last year, winning Conference USA Championship, I wasn't able to play, but still just being around that, you would think maybe me not being out there, it wouldn't be as much fun to me, but it really was. And just being a part of it was so exciting and so awesome. I think one thing Coach McKay is always talking about is like transformation over transaction. And he's really about that. Like, he's very genuine. He's definitely going to care about you. And honestly, from him down to the assistants, the GAs, they all really care about you and they care about what's best for you. That's kind of blown me away, honestly, because it's really true.
It's not about the mistakes that you make. It's about the response
Coach McKay is talking to us every day about what we should really be worried about. It's bigger than basketball here. So I really love that a lot. It kind of gives you a really good perspective. That's something I didn't really understand, I think, until I got here. Just keeping the main thing, and that's not basketball. That's staying focused on what God has for you and trying to glorify Him. So I think that's something that's going to be huge for the rest of my life. Just knowing that God has a certain plan for me, and whatever that may be, I'm okay with. Just being at peace with that. And I think that's just, it's just brought a lot of peace to my mind.
Well, every season, Liberty softball coach Scott Richardson puts together a very tough schedule, and sometimes that can lead to a slow start. This season being a prime example. The Lady Flames started the year 0-5 with all 5 losses coming to Power 4 teams. And on Tuesday, the road wouldn't get any easier as Liberty squared off with number 5 Florida State. It was a tight, low-scoring game for much of the night. Liberty with its best scoring opportunity, trailing 1-0 in the fourth. 2 on, no outs, but a line out to the pitcher, followed by a 5-3 double play, would get the Seminoles out of a jam and leave Liberty frustrated. Then FSU would break it wide open. 5 runs in the 5th, another 2 more in the 6th. Liberty would eventually fall by the final of 8-0. The Lady Flames still in search of that elusive first win.
Let's stay on the diamond. Liberty baseball takes the field for the first time this season on Friday. And a name you will probably hear quite a bit this year is Ben Blair. Recently, Blair was named as the 2026 CUSA Preseason Pitcher of the Year. He's a gifted righty who could have taken his talents pretty much anywhere, but it was family and familiarity that kept the local kid close to home.
I'm from Gretna, Virginia. It's a pretty small town, about 40 minutes south of Lynchburg. Grew up there, went to Gretna Elementary School there, Gretna Middle School there. My dad's from Gretna, his family's from Gretna. That part of Virginia I just love. I think it's beautiful. Going fishing, hunting around there, it's my favorite place. My dad definitely got me into fishing when I was younger, and I was hooked.
You guys around that pipe yet, Benjamin? You know there's usually one around that pipe.
I'm working my way down there.
All right.
I had one.
The mountains of Central Virginia have always been home for Ben Blair. His dad, Stephen, would teach his son to hunt and fish.
Got one.
Attaboy, attaboy. Who'd you get?
Yeah, that's a good one. I could not catch a fish and I could be perfectly fine fishing. It's just more about being out in nature for me. Nothing else matters when I'm out there. I kind of try to stay off my phone. It's just me and God's creation when I'm out there.
And eventually, he would also teach him about America's favorite pastime.
Benjamin's always been an athlete. He's always loved sports, any kind of sport, baseball, basketball, football, it didn't matter, as long as it was a sport. He asked me to teach him how to pitch. We would go to a little hill in the yard and then use a stick like a rubber and make a plate out of sticks, and we would work on it from there. He would throw it for me while I squatted down and got a lot of bruises.
We knew that he always liked baseball, but in middle school, he had told us one day, just out of the blue, he said, I want to play college baseball. And we were like, oh, okay. So we just tried to put him in situations to give him opportunities to help him achieve his dreams, not knowing that if it would ever really, happen.
His dream would become a reality. And when deciding on where to play college baseball, Ben would make that decision with his 2 biggest fans in mind.
And the starting pitcher for your Flames this afternoon, number 16, Ben Blair.
My parents being at every game is a big factor. So I'll look up in the stands and my dad will be up there sitting, and it's just great. And if I went to a school maybe 1,000 miles away, I don't know if I'd get to see him every weekend like I do now, and it's great to have him here.
The 1-2 from Blair. Strike 3 call, take a seat.
They deserve it because they did so much for me, growing up, driving me all over, taking me to travel ball and stuff. They deserve to get to see me play my college baseball, and it makes it a lot easier just being here. They can just come to the games whenever they want, just like I was still in high school, just like Little League almost. Whenever I'm pitching, I feel like I'm at home, what I'm supposed to be doing. It feels like it's what God intended for me to do.
Strike 3 call, got him looking, 94-mile-an-hour heater.
I feel like I was born to be a pitcher.
While Ben is mostly cool, calm, and collected on the mound, in the stands, it's a different story.
All right, come on now. Don't lose it. Let's go.
Bases full, 2 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Blair trying to put him away here.
Let's go. One more pitch.
Got him swinging. Strikeout ends the inning.
Boy. Go. It's great to watch him pitch, to watch him at Liberty pitch. It is. I do get nervous. I can't sit down and I pace, and I'm nervous from pitch 1 to the last pitch. You know, and I'm glad when it's over with, but I can't wait till it happens again.
Ben Blair's day is done after 7 innings of 2-run ball, 3 hits allowed, 2 walks, career high tying 11 strikeouts today. He was masterful.
While getting to see their son's success on the mound is rewarding, it's his perspective on the game and on life that brings them the most pride.
Being good at what he does is wonderful, but it's most rewarding to see the man that he's becoming and his faith in the Lord. That means more to me than any of his stat lines.
I never really feel any pressure, like when I'm pitching. Like, I'll get nervous, but I know my identity's in Christ, and that's the most important thing. And I'm not going to be a pitcher in heaven, so heaven's the most important thing. My relationship with Jesus is the most important thing, so that's all that matters.
Hey, Ben Blair, break us down, baby.
He's on 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still overwhelmed at the man he's become, the size. He's a big boy. You know, he's bigger than I am, and he's a man. I mean, but then when it's over with, and I talk to him and congratulate him, you know, get that hug. He's still the little 5-year-old boy that we would run around and play t-ball and wiffle ball and, you know, all those things.
Good job, Ben.
Can't wait to watch Ben Blair this season. Also getting a lot of draft buzz at this point of the year as well, so we'll be watching him. All right, Rhett McGibbon's here. You know what that means. Warm, hot, and fuego. Top player moment from the past week in Liberty Athletics. Rhett, a little love in the air. What do we got going this week?
Men out there, don't forget about this Saturday. You know, you get out there maybe today or tomorrow, get the flowers, do it ahead of time. It doesn't have to be a Saturday thing.
No.
Pre-planned, women love that from what I hear.
If you're smart, you buy the flowers a week before because that's before they jack up the price.
Right, exactly.
Does it really matter when you give them?
No.
I say no.
Yeah.
Some people disagree.
I
you
give
can
mine a couple
figure
weeks
that
ago.
out on your own. Yeah. All right, Rhett, what do we got here? Let's start with warm.
All right, men's tennis. Carl Ruthven. Men coming in, taking on Penn State. Undefeated on the season was Penn State. Carl Ruthven helped get the doubles point in the #1 spot. Then he bested Marcus Schoeman 7-5 and 6-2. The 2-3 pairings and singles for men's tennis did some serious work, taking 5 of 6 from Penn State.
Wow.
They gave them their first loss on the season.
Take that, Nittany Lions.
And now, that's right.
Yeah.
And Ruthven now 4-match singles, a winning streak for him. So men's tennis,
Good start.
kind of a bit of a retool last year. We'll see where they can take it this season.
Yeah, we remember they had a great stretch there for a while of reaching the postseason. So this is a program that's on the comeback. All right, from warm we go to hot.
All right, I don't do this often, once a year, but you know my roots, how much I love hockey.
Yes.
And I saw a play this past weekend that was deserving of getting on warm, hot, and fuego.
Okay.
And the old adage in hockey is that when your goalie makes a big save, then you're going to get a big-time goal, and it happens. So let's walk through this.
Okay.
Conrad Kausch gets an absolute rob job coming in here. This guy won Player of the Year last year. Boom, big save with the blocking arm. And then just literally moments later, Mac Ratzlaff, what did I leave here for you? Comes away on the breakaway. They tie it up at 1. Nice 5-hole goal. Beats it through there. Good Canadian boy. And the Flames moving on, and they would take that game, a big weekend sweep for Liberty as they knocked off the #7 seed in the nation. There was another look at that save. That was an absolute masterful save by Conrad Kausch. And then I love it when a guy decides to take it 5-hole because you're just thinking, he wants to go upstairs and make it look pretty and just slips it right through the wickets. Nice job there by Ratzlaff.
I'm just glad we got Rhett an opportunity to talk a little hockey.
I know, yeah.
You just lit up there.
I save it just for the right times in the season. Good. I saw that when I was like, that's
definitely worth it.
My WEF of the year for hockey. Yes.
All right, finally then in fuego. What do we got?
Just as exciting, Zach Cleveland finally got that triple-double. He had been coming so close so many times. And you talk about players that have some like pro draft stock, that kind of like get highly touted. Yeah, Zach Cleveland, another guy. Last year, Peters. This year might be Cleveland that's able to make his way in. 19 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists over the Bears. And these Flames, can I just say, rank these Flames.
Whoa, you're calling for a ranking,
I'm just, give them 25. They got to be somewhere in that mix. Like, I saw somebody say the receiving votes, and I know I'm kind of like, I may be a little far-fetched, but at the same time,
you're not biased.
Really good. I'm not biased at all. This is a really good team that definitely, when it comes to bracket time, they're going to get some serious looks of not just being a 16 seed. They should be higher.
Dangerous. Yeah, a lot of the projections have them as a 12 and have for weeks. You wonder, what would it take
Yes.
to get higher than a 12?
Yeah,
I don't know. Do you have to win out?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
so.
I'm not sure.
All
but
I'll say, though, is in the first round of the tournament, just keep us away from Oregon. I'm done with Oregon. I don't
Thankfully,
want to see them
Oregon
anymore.
is awful this year,
Yeah,
so I don't
good.
think we have
That's
to worry
great.
about that.
Okay.
I think we're safe
Perfect.
there. Rhett, appreciate it as always. Thanks for stopping by. Now let's send it over to Emily, who I know is revved up about this next intro.
Yeah, guys, I don't mean to take the wheel, but we shift our focus to the Flame Central podcast presented by Ortho Virginia. Our guest this week was pretty clutch. Okay, that's all, I promise. NASCAR Cup Series driver William Byron has found so much success in his young career, and on this week's episode, he discussed how he's making the most of his calling.
We shot a video with you in 2014.
Yeah.
A lot has changed since that point, obviously.
Yeah.
Where do you feel like maybe you've grown the most in your career, whether that's on the track or maybe it's just in knowledge of the sport? Like, where have you grown the most over that stretch?
Oh, I mean, it's just everything. I mean, just kind of, I don't know where to start, but on the track, I think just knowledge of racing. I mean, I was really young and new and just green in the sense of my racing background at the time. And then off the track, just being able to grow up as a person and really experience a lot of different things. And you kind of learn how to deal with success and failure at the same time. I feel like the thing that keeps me coming back is my love for the sport. And I feel like it was my calling to race. And that's kind of what I just continue to try to live out, is just continue to work hard because I've been given a great opportunity.
Buckle up, Matt, because that conversation was a real treat. No, seriously, William Byron, such a great guest. If you want to hear our entire conversation with William, check out the Flame Central podcast presented by Ortho Virginia. We drop a new episode each and every week, exclusive interviews, comical content,
Sometimes.
numbers that matter.
That's right.
You know the deal. You can listen wherever you find your favorite podcast or watch it on the Liberty Flames YouTube channel. You know, one of my favorite parts of this conversation with William was the comparison of track and field and racing. So I may have a future as a driver.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, that sounds great. No, it was great talking to him, and a big weekend coming up for him. Daytona 500. He's won the last two, trying to become the first driver to ever win 3 straight. So be sure to check that out.
Exciting stuff. Yeah. All right. Hey, remember, you can check out the Flame Central podcast presented by Ortho Virginia. Each and every Monday, we'll drop a new episode then.
And for any stories you might have missed, libertyflamecentral.com. It's your one-stop shop. She's Emily. I'm Matt. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. We'll plan on seeing you right back here next time.